Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review, we're going to be looking at the Super 7 Ultimate Optimus Prime figure. So what we're going to do this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're going to then do some comparisons with him and his original Generation 1 self, and indeed one of the later versions of Optimus Prime as well. So as I start to unbox this video is slightly different to pretty much all of the other ones I've ever done. So this, I suppose, is officially sponsored by Robot Recruits. And for those of you who are new to the channel, Robot Recruits is an online retailer in which I purchase pretty much all of my new figures from. And what they have very kindly done is they've donated this for me to review. And then not only that, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, I suppose, this is going to be given away as a prize to channel membership. So huge thank you to Robot Recruits for this lovely kind gesture. So let's have a look. Now this did have a little bag in it as well, but I've took it out of there just for the ease of the video. Now you can see this is lovely metallic there. To be honest, now that we've seen the HasLab packaging, it's a little bit like that. You can obviously make it out with the way the light is shining on. So this is the Ultimates from Super 7, which means it's not the normal size figures, it's the 8-inch one. So it's the much bigger figure, which as you can see is in there, and that is looking again absolutely spectacular as well. So we've got a different head, we've got the Energon axe, we've got a matrix, we've got the blaster, we've got various things. There's even a second layer behind it, which I'm going to show you in a second, so you can recreate many of them lovely scenes and famous scenes from them particular Generation 1 episodes, including the one where he can even hold a basketball. So what I'm going to do, in fact, let's see if I can open this up now. Yeah, let's open this up. But what I'm going to definitely have to do, because it's going to make a right racket, I think, is right. There's all the figures. Wow, look at that. I mean, for Generation 1 cartoon accuracy, that's just nailed it right down, hasn't it? And for those of you who are unaware, I suppose, again, if you're a Generation 1 fan like myself, and you don't know anything about Super 7 at all, these are basically modern day Action Master figures. So that means they don't transform, they're just highly posable, articulate figures with a lot of detail, and as I've just shown you, a lot of accessories, and in fact even more. Look, if we go to the back, we've got the surfboard, we've got a rocket pack, we've got some Energon lightning beam sort of things, we've got all them there. And then, of course, we've got all the main things in the packaging here. But because these are a clamshell, and I'm going to save your ears, I'm just going to set him free from there and come straight back to you. Okie doke, so there you can see he's set free from the packaging, and I've just got a few of his accessories out. Let's have a look at him for some first impressions then. And this guy he just doesn't disappoint. As I say, if you like Generation 1 and you like your figures to just be on display, that's exactly what this is. There's some bonus articulation in it as well. The fact that the head will go up and down, it'll swerve all the way around whilst nodding as well. You can see there's full arm rotation to the shoulders, out to the side, there's bicep flexion. It does swivel underneath as well. There is wrist swivel, because what you can do is you can change all the hands. There's a waist swivel. There's obviously the hips, which will move to the side, to the front, the knee bend, the ankle tilt and rock. I mean, it literally does everything but transforms. So as I said, it's just a modern day, much updated, much more detailed, much more articulate, and indeed much more fun Action Master. So as I've said, you can change the fists around. I'm going to do a few. The reason why I've only got a few of the accessories out is because, as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be giving this away. So I want it to be in the best condition and as new for the person who wins this. So you're looking at the basketball and you're thinking, how on earth can you hold that? Well, of course, let's just take the hand, which indeed means that he can. Then the hands just detach super simple like this. So just start to slightly unscrew it, and you can see that it will pop there. Again, this is all nice and stiff. It's a brand new figure. So we've got the hole on the ball there, and again you can recreate the scene in the cartoon when he's got the basketball, and he is very poseable. They did seem to pick some random scenes from the episodes though, with the surfboard and stuff like that. I'm having a bit of trouble with the carpet. There we go. But you can see that is how he holds the basketball. I would imagine a lot of you are thinking, how on earth is he going to hold that? We can, of course, change this fist like so. I need to put the originals out to the side so I know where they went, and then we can take this particular hand which can hold his gun, so we can then take his gun. Again, perfect replica of the Generation 1 toy blaster. If you're unsure, there is the original Generation 1 toy blaster, and indeed very cartoon accurate. I'm going to bring up the other primes in a second with a few other figures so we can slot this into his hands. Again, I don't want to do too much playware with this, and then we can attach. That's what I wanted to show you as well, the fact that you've got these movable bits on the fist as well. So not only do they articulate as in turn around, what you've got is, see here, they've got a bit of articulation as well, where they slide up and down on this particular movement. So you can move them up and down on this particular lever as well. So you can do things like you can hold the Matrix in some of the hands, you can point, obviously, where he's going Megatron and pointing at him, etc. There's just so much you can do with it. That, of course, amazing scene. I'm pretty sure it's either episode 1 or 2, but it's definitely the first part where he gets the backpack on, you know, and he tries to fly off. I might be getting completely mixed up with Mirage now, I've just said that. But there you go. I'm just going to put the fist back on him here as well. And he's got the full rocket pack on. So again, if you wanted to, you could even suspend this particular figure and have him look like he's flying. With regards to the surfboard that you can just see in the corner there, you can see there's the 2 large tabs on it, and of course there's the 2 holes on the feet, so you can indeed even have him surfing. Couple more things. It's got to be the Energon axe, hasn't it? So let's carefully take this off. I will very quickly actually show you the Spike figure that's in here. There's no articulation on it at all, but again, I'm keeping him in there, keeping him brand new. And again, he just displays and scales brilliantly with this particular figure. So Energon axe this time is going to slot in like so. So you've got the Energon axe. You can of course recreate the scene on the top of Hoover Dam with Megatron, because I'm sure there's a Megatron one as well. There you go, and it works as well. It's beautiful. It's a lovely bit of translucent orange plastic on there. One other very quick thing to do, which I think again is another bit of just genius, just adding to it, just so you can, I suppose they're just trying to please everybody, and it's really clever, because what they've done is you've got the cartoon accurate head in. What I mean by that is the cartoon accurate, you can see, and then this is the G1 toy accurate head. So it looks slightly different, it is slightly different, and it's got the yellow eyes. So let's just quickly and very carefully do that, shall we? Yep, there we go, that comes off nice and, well, relatively easy. It's still scary. I still get scared when I do things like this, especially, as I say, with figures that aren't going to be mine. Can I pop it on? Do you know what? I'm not going to force it on, because I'm only using it for a very quick demo. And I'm going to bring up right now G1 Prime so you can see the similarities in the heads. Perfect. There we go. In fact, let's put the proper one back on, just because I'm paranoid, because I said I'm going to be giving this guy away. Right, let's move over original G1 Prime. Let's put one of the latest primes there. So that is, of course, the Netflix Earthrise variant. And that click was, you just heard me pushing the head back on there. So everything's safe, everything's back to normal. So yeah, he's obviously much bigger than the G1 original. He's much bigger than a Voyager class figure that's been released, I suppose, or available now. Let's just get rid of a bit of this glare. Let's do, I've just got a few figures to hand actually, so let's do a few of them. Let's do, this is what's known as a Commander class, but of course he's a bit smaller, but you can see towers above Rodimus there. To be honest, he really does. That's reflected now. Let's move that out of the way. Some other figures that I've got to hand would be Core Class. So there's a Core Class Shockwave. So yeah, not even up to his waist. Original figures. Oh no, another Prime. I've got another Prime just to hand. Laser Optimus, bigger than him. And then funnily enough, just because I don't even know why he's here, to be fair, but here's a G1 Metroplex. He's not far off a G1 Metroplex, is he? But there you go. As I've already said, and I've said it before, if you're looking for figures just to display, not bothered about transforming them, you can do amazing things and amazing scenes with this, and you could change it every single day if you wanted to. There's just an abundance of possibilities. It is a great figure. It is a very much, as I've said, completely modernized, heavily updated Action Master. But again, It looks good. Let me know what you think in the comments. And indeed, if you want a chance to win this, this is going out to channel memberships. And indeed, thank you again. Huge thanks to Robot Recruits for sponsoring this video. And indeed, this incredibly kind gesture of this giveaway. Thank you to everybody for watching this. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Please take care.